What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the basement. It's Pete and Pete here with a great show for you tonight. Before we do anything, let's all wish a happy birthday to Pete's Basement's own Penny Dreadful, just dreadful, Steffi.
Happy
Great.
birthday!
She has many different monikers, folks, but only one birthday, and that is today. Steph is the genius behind the Pete's Basement Haul, the new newsletter that you Haul subscribers are getting.
You haul holes.
Haul holes. Interesting. I like that. Maybe you guys could get an exclusive t-shirt around Christmas time.
There you go.
So, you Haul subscribers are getting this awesome new newsletter, and for you other guys and gals out there who have no idea what I'm talking about, maybe you should go on Pete'sBasement.com/the Haul and subscribe. We're only going to send you one letter per week, no spam, no nothing, and you basically find out what comics we're getting each week, and you get a little news blurb of what's been going on in the basement in the time since last we saw you. Just in case there's stuff we don't get a chance to talk about, we forget to talk about, or maybe, you know, what are we watching on TV, etc. Or stuff we're looking forward to during the week. Could be anything. It's just the status of the basement. It's like the state of the basement address. Yeah. And there's also links to the current episode. There's links to the shop. There's links to the Patreon. There's all sorts of things going on in the new newsletter.
Links.
There are a lot of links.
Links upon links.
Yo. Steph did it right. And for that, we're going to raise some glass. We got these little Jim Beam bottles right here. Steph, would you like a shot for your birthday?
Yeah.
Excellent.
My birthday's actually Friday. Oh, midnight.
It's going to be Friday in a little while.
Okay.
Believe me, if you think we're finishing that early, you have another guest coming.
This is mine. Ooh, yeah.
Face everybody. Say hello. There you go. Salud.
Salud.
Yay.
That'll put hair on your chest.
I'm Mediterranean. I have enough.
All right.
Okay, so Absolute wants to know if that game was Street Rod for DOS.
Oh, I have no idea. You'll have to email me a photo of it, and then maybe I'll be able to tell you.
you said
Or a
it was
screenshot of the game.
Yeah.
A screenshot of the game is the only way I can tell you.
Yeah. Somebody said Sweet Descendants hoodie, Penny.
Cool. Yo, speaking of hoodie, did you see that shit I sent around today?
Yeah.
The fucking Avengers hoodie?
Yeah, and I kind of want to kick in the teeth because I'm broke ass.
There's a like a knockoff from China that's like $20 on eBay. Free shipping. I mean, it's gonna get here after the movie, but it still looks pretty dope. You just got to remember to order 2 sizes too big because it's Asian sizes.
Right, yeah.
And they openly say it's like Asian size, U.S. size.
Yeah. Basically, like trying to illustrate. And
You are fatter than us.
Yeah, it's like we're. Well, hey, listen, Lewis Black said it best. We are the fattest group of fucks on the planet.
We are. And before I go off on a rant here, let me remind you guys why you're watching the show. Like we got a pretty cool week of comics. Like Aftershocks Dark Red, Albatross's The Goon makes his triumphant return.
Woo!
Dark Horse's Invisible Kingdom, and from Marvel Comics we got Spider-Man City at War and Spider-Man Life Story. Plus we got the FoxVel deal has finally gone through.
Official.
Yep. We're going to talk about the Stranger Things trailer and a few other things. So grab some drinks. We're running out of whiskey here in the basement. So it's time to open up the tequila. You ready for this?
No.
I'm not either.
It messes me up.
I mean, there's still a little bit of Jim Beam in here, so.
Tequila. Why don't you go piss in that bucket in the corner instead of in the bathroom? Seems like a good idea.
Because we know you're short and you can't, so you're not going to be able to reach the sink.
No. Dick.
Hey, I'm short too.
Yeah, well, it has a... this Florida man thing that you sent around?
Yeah.
Did you get my reply?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you get my reply?
No.
So why do you think I fucking tagged you in the first place? So you wouldn't have to.
Oh, now I get it.
There you go.
I thought you were telling me like no, like I thought it was like a challenge. Now you do it.
No, well, I basically was like, well, I just did the work for Pete.
So if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about here, apparently there's this Florida man meme going around, where you type in your full name and Florida and your birthday, right?
You type
or
in Florida,
just Florida
and
your birthday.
Doesn't matter what year. Just type in Florida Man, your birth date, whatever the case may be.
Oh, and so you match your birthday
you
to
find,
to the
you'll
Florida
get a list
news.
of Florida Man headlines where most of them are Darwin Award winners.
Oh yes, of course. I missed the Darwin Awards, mind you. I really do.
Yeah. They need to come back. They
So
really do.
Pete posts some shit on his Facebook, and he's like, "Oh, hey, what was yours? What happened?"
Ours.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Basically, Florida Man dons Spider-Man mask in liquor store burglary. And I'm like, go fucking figure.
It's
It's apropos. Yeah.
It's very apropos.
Yeah.
And he tagged me in this, thinking I think I'm gonna get I have challenged now. I have to do it, and then I find out it's like, wait, you put in your birthday, and I'm like, Pete. There's no sense in me doing this.
Right.
And for anybody who's new watching, me and Pete have the exact same birthday. He's 12 hours older.
They say the evil one comes out
The evil one
last.
comes out second.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I got to start.
It's the most on-brand Florida meme I've ever heard.
It's true.
Yeah.
So you don't watch any of the CW superhero shows, right?
I have not. No.
Okay. I have been singing the praises.
I'm going to have to now because I love Jon Cryer.
You should just watch the episode. You don't even have to tune into anything going on beforehand.
Yeah.
They do a pretty decent job of catching you up. But really, the sole reason you're watching this, I have been singing the praises of Jon Cryer as Lex Luthor all week. I watched the shit on Monday. It's premiered on Sunday, 8 o'clock or whatever. And I watched it on Monday, and I'm like, holy shit. I texted the Basement Boys immediately. Jon Cryer is the Lex Luthor we have been waiting for. He should have been cast in the damn movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so good. And he still kind of has that more whimsical feel of, that Eisenberg, I guess, was trying for way too hard.
Failed miserably.
Failed miserably.
And had poor direction and poor writing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just thought he looked too young anyway, but Cryer
Yes,
is that perfect level of middle-aged where he's definitely channeling his inner Gene Hackman for this. And there's a nod to Gene Hackman when Miss Tessmacher turns out to be, she's been working with his sister, Lena, who's beautiful. She's the girl we cast as Evelyn in our He-Man fan cast a while back.
Okay. Yes, yes. Drop Dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
Good God.
Perfect for the role.
Miss Tessmacher!
He did it.
Really?
Yeah. So when it's revealed that she's a bitch and working for him the whole time, he leaves and she's about to shoot Lena, and he's like, no, don't do that. We're gonna need her. So he walks away or whatever, and she's standing there, and he's like, I know you hear, Miss Tessmacher! Scuttles away. I don't know. I think that's how it went down, but he yelled it, and it was hilarious and perfect. It was spot on.
Awesome. That is awesome.
And he's a real evil motherfucker when he when they give him a chance to. Because last time we saw Jon Cryer, he was on 2.5 Men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't really get a chance to shine under all of that tiger blood that he was drowning in.
Oh shit, Tommy's on.
Tommy's on. Oh boy.
HR says Florida, God's waiting room in America's gun shop. Age, I'm sorry, bro. Have you ever been to Texas? Texas is America's gun shop. Noah Centineo?
Since I brought up the He-Man fan cast, might as well at least quickly touch on this as well. Mm-hmm. So I have no idea who this guy is.
Neither do I.
And that's, I think, perfect.
All I know is that he's got his neck.
He's definitely got the neck, and I would say the jawline, too.
Yeah.
They got to do something with that hair. But
that's what wigs are for.
They're on the right track, though.
Yeah.
Because he is a virtual unknown. He's done maybe a few projects here and there, probably in some teeny bopper shit. Mm-hmm. He's a good age that they could hammer him down for several movies at the very least, at least a trilogy. Mm-hmm. I don't know what he looked like without his shirt off. I'd say he doesn't look not in shape,
Right.
Maybe he just bulks up a little bit, which if the MCU has shown us anything, it's that Hollywood is perfectly capable of turning average human beings into superheroes.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth notwithstanding, Chris Evans and Chris Pratt were certainly fairly normal-looking humans.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Pratt basically looked like you and me when he was in Parks and Rec?
Parks and Rec.
Yeah. So, he was a little pudgy, and they whipped him into shape, but good.
I remember seeing that meme.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you can get just about anybody to bulk up a little bit. Chris Evans has always been in shape. because you saw him
he's
as
a Human
Torch.
Torch and everything. Yeah.
So he definitely has that.
But he was never jacked
when
like this.
No, not even close. I mean, but like even when he was in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, he was still.
I suspect a lot of actors want to join the MCU just to go on the diet plan.
Yeah, probably.
Shit.
I mean, you got Tommy says I'm a shape. Yes, round is a shape.
I am a circle. Alright, I'm sipping this shit because I fucking hate tequila, but I can't stay sober on a Thursday night. It's Friday light, folks.
Yeah, I have to drive, so I'm going to sip 2.
And
that shake weight did Chris Pratt wonders.
That's not bad.
It isn't. That's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's tolerable. Alright. Please tell me you saw the Stranger Things trailer.
I did not.
What are you doing, dude? You're up on this, though, right? This was like...
I didn't see season 2.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know. So, yeah, I have to get caught up on that. Like, I have to block out, like, a full weekend of just nothing but binge watching.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Like, get yourself, like, a little thing of crystal meth, which, since you've never
so
done
I can watch 20 shows in 5 minutes.
Exactly. There's no need for sleep when you have TV.
Wait,
you've never done it before.
Coke?
No, meth.
Okay.
So let's just go balls to the wall as far as staying awake goes.
All right,
you'll want to. If you're on fucking coke, you'll be texting us left and right like you want to talk about everything.
Right.
We don't want you to talk about it until after the fact. We just want you to watch it.
It's basically
it'll keep you up the whole weekend.
It'll basically be like watching every single episode as if you were watching the Red Wedding episode, because the text chat of that night when you filmed your reaction and all that stuff, the text chat of that night was beyond epic.
I don't remember what the text chat was.
I mean, it was just simple, but it was basically the reaction all of us were expecting.
But yeah, if you guys haven't watched that, I'm sure most of you, I know I certainly am, are catching up on Game of Thrones for probably the 35th time or so. I actually started back in January. I figured, I'll catch up by April. I'm currently on my 3rd rotation. It's bad, bro. It's bad. So if you're like me and you just kind of keep watching it over and over, anxiously waiting on the edge of your seat for April 15th or 14th, whatever the Sunday is, you can go and check out, there's a quick Pete's Basement episode of me watching the Red Wedding, and it's a reaction video. It's the whole thing, but it's all sped up. Very super, super fast, right up until, the meat and potatoes of the episode, so to speak. And then I slowed down and you can actually see it happen in real time. It is the very first time I was ever watching the Red Wedding.
And I have to give credit to the rest of us in the basement crew, including myself. Nobody said shit. Nobody spoiled shit. They were like, just watch it.
Between you guys and my friends at work, big shout out to Kayla, Rebecca, Courtney, and James, and all other people busting my chops about you haven't watched it yet. The only thing I had spoiled for me was the death of Ned Stark.
Right.
And that was season 1, and I have like the internet to blame.
Second episode. Like, you're not missing.
It's like the penultimate episode, you fuck. Yeah, it's like almost the last one. But nevertheless, the internet ruined that for me.
Yeah.
I knew nothing else of the show, and when people found out I'd never seen the Red Wedding, they're like, you have to film a reaction video.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So go and check that out. I'm pretty sure it's on Pete's Basement Extras.
Rick Sellis is on the Periscope.
Rick, what's up, bro?
How you doing? He wants to know what's in the chair next to you.
What's in the chair next to me? Well, since we were talking about He-Man, I guess we can bring this back around. I got a thing in the mail this week.
He did a thing.
I got a thing.
Oh, boy.
And this is the Mondo Super Special Edition Masters of the Universe He-Man figure. Comes in like this Castle Grayskull sleeve, if you will.
Yeah,
just put it that way. And comes in this really awesome box art, a color version on the back.
Nice.
And I got this the beginning of the week, and I have waited until now to open it. I briefly looked inside to make sure that nothing was, damaged or everything was still there, but then I ungeekily put it back in the box and waited to show you guys.
No shit, that's awesome.
Alright. There appears to be layers to this
There
toy.
are layers. Wow. And
There's a lot of stuff.
there's a lot of stuff here.
So we got a sword, an axe, a
Relic
shield.
Lord, I agree completely.
What?
He wishes Thundercats would have been that massively popular to get things like this. That's pretty fucking dope.
Come here, big guy. That is really friggin' cool.
That's nice.
And
He's posable!
yes, he is.
Yes.
Alright. Well, he's gonna probably have to figure out how to get his ass to stand up. There we go. Comes with a little Burby, and the tail spins. And the tail spins. See, true fans know. As soon as I pull this out, I was like, gotta turn the tail.
You gotta.
I don't know why he comes with a skull head.
Yeah, what's with the Skeletor face?
I'm not sure. And Faker didn't have one of those, so I'm not...
Right, yeah, Faker was just purple, wasn't he?
Yeah. Except in the cartoon, they didn't bother to pay for new color slats, so...
Oh, okay.
And we even get an original head. Just in case you're feeling nostalgic and you want to throw the old one on.
Okay.
That's pretty
Wow,
cool.
wait, hang on, let me... Because this is... That's actually true to form. This is like 100% recreation of the original figure head.
Yeah, it's dope.
Wow, that's awesome. Maybe Skeletor will steal his hair. Oh yeah, like that meme that was shared.
Oh yeah, that nothing happened today.
Yeah.
Drew up.
Which is pretty friggin' awesome because he's got the cell art down to a science.
He does. So I have been waiting for this figure since it first premiered at New York Comic Con back in, I would say 2014 or 15 when they first showed the prototypes. And then I'm like, you would search on the internet and nothing besides those pictures would come up. So you're like, all right, these guys are obviously out of business. They're never doing anything. We're never seeing this toy. Look at the paint on the battle axe. Like,
yeah,
it's really cool.
I mean, basically, like it looks like it's meant to look like it's hand painted.
Even the shield has a leather holding strap.
This is so cool.
Shit, man. You know, if they did make a Thundercats one, people
We'd have
would
to buy
buy
the
it.
whole frickin' set.
Well, I got Skeletor coming in a little while.
Okay.
He's on back order, but he should be here hopefully by June. I think they said. You get like a regular sword. There's a plate for him to stand on, which is probably going to come in super duper handy.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like it'll hold on his back to keep him standing up.
Yep.
And the moment everybody's been waiting for is the power sword. Right there, I'd have to change his hand out, so let's see how that works. This is when I break it. Alright, so I switched his hand
You
from
gave him the trigger
fist.
hand.
Did I?
You gave him a trigger finger hand.
Wait, which one am I supposed to give him? This one?
I don't know.
You're probably right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one right there.
Yeah, no, this one, cuz. Right hand.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Alright, that seems
That should
fairly easy.
That should work.
And then the gauntlet goes up to just kind of cover the...
The connector.
Yeah. Alright. Now let's see if I can break the fingers here. Nope, nope. They open and close quite nicely. Alright. He doesn't hold it up quite as well as the Filmation Masters of the Universe. Like, he basically holds it straight up and looks at it.
Yeah.
Like, but it is really cool. Mondo did a pretty dope-ass job with this thing.
Relic Lord wants to know how much it was. Rick Sellis asks, how many little things? I mean, we're talking about, what, three or four different sets of hands? Oh, no, two or three.
Two different sets of hands, counting the one that's on him now, so it's three in total. That little thing that I think goes on the shield, the sheath for the sword, the head, a head, a battle axe.
I mean, you're looking at like 20.
A gun.
Pieces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No-
Let's say
no
13 to
kung fu grip.
14 respectively.
Okay. Ages like no kung fu grip.
Kind of a kung fu grip.
Is that the deluxe edition?
This is the deluxe edition.
Okay.
For an extra $5, it was absolutely worth it.
That's it.
The deluxe edition compared to the regular edition.
Okay.
Did I not answer the first part of the question? It was $165.
Okay.
Still less than your average Hot Toys now.
Yeah. Oh, I love that that plastic, that new plastic smell.
Yes. Let me see. Yeah, like shower curtains.
Or a fresh pack of magic cards.
Well, I don't know what that's supposed to do.
Cup his balls?
It looks that way, doesn't it? Stay there. We'll figure out how that works in a moment. I'm just going to put everything kind of in the box. Or at least the contents of the box back in the box. Man in the box, get back in the box. I'm sure there's something I'm not doing right, but I don't know what it is. So, Rick, that was what was on the side of the table. Now, there's this thing too. This must go somewhere.
Hopefully not right up his ass.
Right? They say a child can do it in 5 minutes. If I can't do it in 5 minutes, someone go find a child.
Yep.
I don't know. I have no fucking idea. There's no pegs, there's no nothing. So. All right, Conan, you just He-Man, whatever the fuck your name is.
Age says, I love the smell of a new Twister mat.
I personally love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Yes.
All right.
So.
I believe we were talking about the Stranger Things trailer a moment ago, and then you didn't see it, and then we started talking about drugs, which was probably wrong. We at the Pete's Basement Show do not condone the use of drugs, however, we don't condemn it either. So, Stranger Things, they don't show too much. They show the kids kind of partying it up, and they're, acting like normal kids. Even 11 is just, out and about, having some fun in the world. And
Good, she deserves it.
she does. And then things start to go awry, and there is this thing that looks like a cross between Nemesis and Venom when he's all, like, kind of creatured out.
Gunked
and everything.
out?
Yeah. There's no other way for me to possibly describe that.
Okay.
So, it's only like 2.5 minutes. It's a quick teaser, but it is the first look at Season 3 that we got. I'm really appreciating this trend with trailers of not showing a lot. I just give me enough to make me say, oh, hey, cool, look at that. Yeah. And that's it. Don't show me too much. I'm going to watch it.
And honestly, like, they've been doing that with Avengers Endgame, too.
Yeah.
Exceptionally well.
So, Greg just shared a new trailer today, and it must have been like a TV spot or something.
It was.
And, it didn't show anything besides Captain America lamenting over the deaths of his comrades.
Yeah.
And someone was like, that trailer sucked. It didn't show nothing. It was like, yeah, that's the point.
That's the point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, like, we have to go back to the official trailer that dropped last week. According to rumors, shows all of it is footage from the first 15 minutes of the film.
Right. And I really do hope that's true. I hope that proves to be the case.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Avengers and what's coming down the pipe, FoxVel is officially a thing as of March 20th.
Yes.
I can't believe it. It's finally happened. We were talking about this way back in 2015 or so.
2014, 2015, something like that? Yeah.
Because anybody that thinks a $1 billion deal like this just happens like overnight on a whim, somebody's like, hey, let's go buy Fox, and then they do, doesn't. Look how long the deal took to get ratified and okayed. Almost, was it a year or was it over a year?
At least. I believe it was about a year.
So imagine how long it would take the parent company to initially decide that maybe purchasing Fox is a good idea. Look at all the good it could do. We remember that streaming service that Andy down in janitorial was joking about? Maybe we should do that. Maybe that's a good idea. And we don't even have to tell Andy we're doing it. In fact, let's fire Andy. That's how these big companies work.
Yeah.
Poor Andy got fired 3 years ago before any of this really came to fruition to the public mind.
And we'll never see the lawsuit that he's going to bring against him for theft of a concept.
And it's Disney, so he'll probably wind up immortalized in a cartoon and dead in the river.
Yeah.
So they had to come up with the idea. Then they had to tell Fox. Fox had to discuss that one around.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't really want to deal with any of this anymore. We want to focus on sports and stuff. Let's just sell our entire
Sports and
TV
news,
and movie
basically,
production.
yeah.
To these crazy fucks.
Sports and politics really is what
That's
it comes down to now.
And keep it.
Yeah. So they got 20th Century Fox,
Yep.
Fox Searchlight Pictures, basically the rights to all of their animated library.
They got the X-Men back. They got the
X-
Fantastic Four back. They
Yep.
got other little numerous side characters,
Yep.
like Namor, who was shared in an image from the director of Doctor Strange last week. They also got,
And very quickly taken down.
but nothing's ever gone on the internet.
Nope.
We talked about that last week. They got a majority share in Hulu, some 60%, I think it was, 65%, whatever.
Yeah, well, was it? It's if they, according to the Shadow, if they buy out Fox's 10% stake in Hulu, they'll have 70.
No, they already
is it-
have the Fox stake. Warner Brothers owns 10%, which they're looking to buy from them.
Okay, got
which
it.
would give them 70% at Hulu. So,
I mean, they've already got a majority shareholding, so they basically
they just want a return on their investment, so they're going to be throwing a lot of content there. Which leads us to the next big thing that just happened today, was the showrunner and one of the producers of Daredevil got signed to a multi-million-dollar cross-platform deal by Disney today.
He basically just got a superstar level like hockey contract.
Millions,
Yeah,
hundreds
like
of millions.
70 like on the ceiling is 70 million.
Oh, it was capped at 70? I thought it started at 70.
Capped at 70.
Ah, well, still. It's only 70 million.
I mean,
only.
listen, residuals and all that other stuff are going to factor in depending on how well he does.
So let's do the math here. FoxVel finally becomes a thing. And I think we actually started that hashtag, proud to say.
Yes.
This guy gets signed to a multi-million-dollar contract, cross-platform, by Fox Industries, Fox Studios, whatever, Fox Pictures. So that obviously is owned by Disney. And Disney owns the Hulu, FX, which is also a Fox affiliate. All of the other Fox channels that you just listed, they're not the channels themselves, but their the programming and everything.
Yep.
So why would they sign the showrunner of Daredevil unless they had plans on bringing our Netflix characters back? You may not see them for a few years, but plans are slowly coming into fruition, and there's nothing stopping this guy from taking on another character or three in the interim.
Yeah.
But it does stand to reason that eventually these shows... We said Hulu. I had completely forgotten about FX when we first started talking about this. But there's a good chance they could pop up on there, too.
FX is responsible for one of my favorite shows of the last 10 years, and that's Sons of Anarchy.
You like that show?
I love that
I tried.
show.
I couldn't get in.
No?
No, tried.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't work for me.
I'm actually kind of surprised at that, because
So are a few people.
Yeah, because you are without a doubt, if
I don't know if I'm biker gang mentality.
What's that?
I don't know if I'm biker gang mentality, though.
No, but I think you of all people would appreciate the outlaw mentality.
All right.
So
I'll try it again, but I make no promises.
fair enough. If nothing else, for Katie Seagal, because Maron.
She aged quite well.
She did.
Yes.
Like a fine wine.
Yes. What we got there?
Relic Lord said I
Couldn't
cannot
get into Legion. I haven't even tried that shit yet. There's a lot of shows that I have not tried yet. Oh!
Yeah, Kate says now Deadpool can be a Disney princess.
That's what this is for. Okay.
Okay.
Like, I was just looking at it, and it just dawned on me.
Fair enough. Okay.
There we go.
Thanos versus aliens. That would be funny. Thanos versus the Brood.
That might have happened. That's Marvel.
Yeah.
So, Aliens versus the Brood, however, should happen.
Aliens, Brood, Marines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also gives Fox time to negotiate the international deals for all the MCU shows.
Mm-hmm.
So,
let's talk comics.
yeah, let's talk comics.
Let's go through Spider-Man first.
Sure.
City at War took place in the Gamerverse.
Yeah.
It's basically like it's somewhere in the beginning. Like you see the origin of Dr. Octopus, basically.
Pretty much.
He fights the Kingpin. I think he fought Mr. Negative. I don't remember.
Well, Mr. Negative is involved.
It's in the
but
game.
He hasn't. He's in the game, but you don't see him fight Mr. Negative in this issue.
But he shows up. Though.
He shows up.
I remember.
Yeah, he shows up, looking oddly like Tombstone, but neither here nor there.
Yeah. I'm not into this because I've never played the game.
Yeah, neither have I because I don't own a PS4, unfortunately. But I've heard absolutely glowing reviews of the game. And honestly, our contingent who did play the game, unfortunately, aren't here. So
I know that's unfortunate, but I would have liked to know what they thought of it. But truthfully, there are some people who want more to the game story, and maybe they'll pick up a comic book. But I think the people who want more out of the game story want to see a sequel to the game. Yeah,
like they're. Without getting too far down the rabbit hole, and I might have to film an extra on this or something, but there's a growing trend in video games where they don't necessarily lock a huge part of the story behind ancillary things, but like they make parts of the story more easily accessible. Marvel, in this instance, let's put it in a comic book. Okay, try to monetize it and all that stuff. Great, you guys do you. One of my favorite games, Destiny, has a ton of the lore hidden, not hidden, but accessible through collectibles that you find in the open world. But then you have to go into your menu to go read the shit. Mm-hmm. So it's all in anecdote, like little snippets here and there. You got to go through each one. It could take you a while to get through it. So that's kind of like this growing trend where you can just continue to pepper in little snippets here and stories here and there that just add to the overall mythos of a universe.
Okay.
It could be cool, but it also gives them an excuse to maybe not fully complete a game 100% before it ships, which is...
That's unheard of in this day and age.
Yeah, but the problem is we've seen it so much that we've grown to accept it, and that's a problem.
It's fucking all over the place. How many games...
It's rampant.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
How many
rampant.
games glitch all the damn time?
Sure.
Now, Spider-Man Life Story... I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am so grossly behind on Spider-Man and anything going on, like with the modern books.
Yeah.
But
this is like Spider-Man Year 1.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Year 4, he actually said. He makes a point to say,
4
I've
years.
been at this for 4 years, and it is basically the story of how the Green Goblin discovered who he is, with a lot of tweaks here and there to, I don't know, I guess maybe... bring in a bunch of stories from the early Romita Spideys.
Yeah, they're really trying to kind of like give it... This is almost like an abridged version of...
Good word. Good call. There's, the budding relationship between Peter and Gwen. Mm-hmm. There's Flash going off to fight in Vietnam, and Spidey kind of contemplating what should I do at that point. And then there's, of course, the Green Goblin. You meet Norman Osborn in this, which is ASM 31. Yep. And then you find out that the Goblin knows who he is, ASM 39, and then, the fight ends in 40.
Which ASM 39 is my... Well, because I don't have... the resources you do. That is like the key issue that I have because it's signed.
It's my favorite issue.
Yeah.
It's my single favorite issue.
It's amazing. And I have it double signed by Stan the Man and John Romita Sr. And that's a treasured piece. I don't give a fuck if it's a resto.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Such a nice book and such a dynamic cover for Romita's first outing. It's like,
I got you, fam.
look at that. Yeah.
Read them and weep, bitches.
Pretty much. But... I really liked the overarching summation of these stories, the way they intertwine them together. Also, there's the dilemma of Spidey wondering should he go fight in Nam because he has these superpowers and is this part of that nagging responsibility that he's, you know, so famous for.
Yeah.
And then he sees Captain America pondering the same question, but Cap is even more expected to go.
Yes.
And, you know, then there's an epilogue story showing Cap in Nam, and I'm wondering where they're going with that, because the way this looks like it's going to be more an anthology series than a specific, you know, storyline continuing. Because now the next issue is the 70s, this was the 60s.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, are they going to do key points of Spidey in the 70s?
Right.
Like this was you know, the summation of the 60s, several key moments. Now are they going to touch on the Jackal and Gwen, the clone of Gwen Stacy? Are they going to touch on the whole Goblin and death of Gwen Stacy thing? Will that be the focal point?
Yeah.
Is the issue going to be split in two? Like, basically what I'm wondering here is this going to be a Spider-Man through the decades and key moments thing? Or is this going to be a Spider-Man versus the Green Goblin key moments thing through the decades? Because you could also, you know, you could almost forego the Jackal, or maybe give him a little snippet, since we did see Professor Miles Warren in this book for, you know, a panel or two.
Yeah, yeah.
But we could also have the death of Norman Osborn and how that affects Harry Osborn, which he became the Green Goblin in ASM 136.
Yeah.
So I haven't been this into a Spidey story in quite some time, and I think it's mainly because
It's OG Spidey.
yeah, the current Spidey story, I'm just like, I remember reading it, and I'm behind probably almost a year at this point.
I'm even further behind than you on this.
I'm back at Venomverse. I haven't fucking touched it. And I gotta, like, I have to read all of Venomverse too, and I gotta read then, you know, the whole versus the Inheritors again, and all of that shit. So, I'm not too motivated to do that.
Right, yeah.
You're right, this is old school
You gotta,
fucking
like,
Spidey.
sludge through all that crap.
Precisely.
You know, I mean, and honestly, for me, the biggest reason why I stopped, you know, so many years ago is because I was sludging through, you know, Brand New Day. You know, and that, like, even before the whole Doc Ock thing taking him over and all that stuff, you know.
Superior turned out better than I expected.
Yeah.
But
And I'll take everybody's word for it. I'm still not going to take the time to read it.
old school Spidey, this is exactly. And you brought it up earlier, Mark Bagley is doing the pencils, at least for this issue. I'm hoping he stays with it.
I'm just happy.
Yo, this is like the Mark Bagley of old. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to just say, for the last couple of times we've seen some of Bagley's work, especially his interiors, kind of looks like he's been phoning it in, you know?
Yeah.
This one really looks like he took his time and he had fun with this.
Yeah.
Maybe they gave him a pretty penny for it. I don't know.
Probably.
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
it looks the art's fantastic.
Because the thing is that it is Bagley, but he's also, like, in certain instances, he's trying to pay homage to Romita Sr. So I can appreciate that. Mm-hmm. You know,
100%.
and on top of that, you know, the coloring being so much more advanced than what it was in the 90s when he started just makes his artwork pop even more, and I love it. Mm-hmm. You know, so and the thing is, the attention to detail of being, you know, historically accurate and still being fake because of copyright issues.
Sure.
Fucking nailed it.
Yep.
You know, the look, the style, like everything, like it's all, you know, still pretty true to form for what because, you know, mid to late 60s was when this was taking place. Mm-hmm. So, you know, really, really awesome stuff. I love
This was without question my book of the week.
Yeah, agreed.
And I mean, it was a decent week. I know Steve is going to be thrilled that Eric Powell's Goon makes his return at Albatross Comics. I read a few issues of the Goon. I'm a big fan of Eric Powell's, like his other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I love fucking the guy with the Devil's Cleaver, the oh my god, I can't think of his Hillbilly. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
good
Hillbilly,
lord. Yeah. I couldn't fucking come up with it. Rondell the Wanderer, that was the name I was trying to come up with.
Okay.
Love that story. The old buzzard, the old man that looks like Death that's riding a horse, that's fucking great. And I think he even made an appearance in Goon. But I never backtracked enough to get into Goon the way I think I should have. So this issue, took a lot from me. Like, I didn't know what was really going on. They give you a rundown so you can read and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I think you would enjoy this issue a hell of a lot more if you knew who all of these characters that were getting name dropped were.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's jump on friendly, but
at least you get to see two of them right off the bat.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
in pretty spectacular fashion, I might.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Eric Powell is nothing short of a genius when it comes to his art and his dialogue.
Yes. The art, it just pulls you in right away.
Hillbilly was, without question, one of my train reads. Like, as soon as I would buy the issue, and so, like, especially the early ones, you had to track it down because it would sell out pretty quick. Not because it was necessarily totally popular yet, but there would be such low print runs, and even shops like Midtown Comics would never order that many. Yeah. So if you didn't get to the shop early on, you was asked out. And then maybe you paid $10 to $20 on fucking eBay.
Yep. But honestly, for somebody like Eric Powell being as good as he is, he's worth it, honestly.
I mean, I wound up buying the first issue of Hillbilly. I think it cost me about $20 because I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And I got on it late. I didn't get on it until I caught that digital only Zero issue. And it was, 3 months late by then. I'm like, fuck. So I wound up having to get that and issue 2 on the Bay.
The Bay.
But Albatross has been pretty consistently great with their books. There's only been maybe 1 or 2 that just didn't get a basement highlight, but you can, if you're looking for something new, something refreshing, but also something lighthearted, I highly suggest you go down the Albatross road.
I'm pretty sure that this is probably the first issue of Goon that I've actually read.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm just kind of like, now I'm like quietly kicking myself, like, why did I sleep on this?
Doesn't it kind of look like you might be playing some sort of RPG with the artwork the way it is? Like, it's super cartoony, almost Zelda-ish.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. The funny thing about it is that the Goon sidekick has, like, the Archie eyes. And it's just like, okay, that's unexpected, but, given the overall style of the artwork, you're like, this fits, But the detail is really, really good. The action sequences were dope as fuck. And the way this story unfolds is like, okay, they've been away for a while. However long.
Right, and that story's now coming out in a graphic novel, set in a little blurb.
Yeah.
So that's something else to look forward to.
So, yeah, that'll be pretty cool to find out. But, it's like, oh, well, everything went to shit while you were gone, Goon. Thanks.
Yeah, pretty much.
He
thought he was coming back like the conquering hero, and they're like, you're an asshole.
Yeah. It's like, why did you leave us?
So, Dark Horse's Invisible Kingdom. There's always like this one really weird, like, existential book in the pile lately.
Yeah. Space Nuns.
Space Nuns.
Space Nuns.
That's exactly what this is.
What's really interesting, and I'm going to make another video game reference here, is that the Invisible Kingdom, the Citadel that this character goes to, looks like, and I'm going to have to find an image of this so you can share it on the YouTube or whatever.
So if it's not showing up on YouTube, it's Pete's fault.
Yeah.
No pressure.
It looks like, from the Halo universe, the Covenant capital High Charity, which is in and of itself is a ship that is enormous. We're talking like 3 times the size of the Death Star.
Is it like a religious kind of?
Well, the Covenant are a religious zealots.
Okay.
So yeah, there is that correlation, but the similarity between that Citadel and High Charity is staggering. Like, it's the same shape and everything, slightly different. I mean, because High Charity can actually enter warp speed and travel through the universe, which is,
I can do that too. Fucking special.
It's like, oh, I mean, you gotta lay off the meth, dude. This was actually a pretty cool concept.
It was, and don't forget, there's another half to this story of people traveling through space. And something goes fucky with their ship. The ship is kind of a bit of a jalopy.
Yeah.
And they requested it be fixed, but hey, these things take time. They They have this. It's like basically the taxi and limousine service,
Yeah.
or UPS, and the UPS truck breaks down. They're a delivery service,
Yeah.
and people are just buying these things to make themselves feel better. It's basically UPS and Amazon. They work for the
In space
intergalactic
flight,
Amazon, and somehow they crash land on this barren moon, and they got to
They
wait a
crash land
while.
on Luna, which is our moon.
Oh, hours.
Yeah.
I didn't register that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I misread it, and it's
You know what? They were
slightly
throwing a lot of math
similarity.
around
Yeah.
as to when this particular moon was going to orbit its planet and shit.
Yeah.
So it might have been hours, and
Yeah.
I just might have been a dullard and didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, because everybody nowadays, well, I mean, technically, I guess in scientific terms, everybody calls the moon Luna.
They do?
Yeah,
It's not
Apparently.
the moon?
it's not the moon. It's
I always thought
called
like
Luna.
Earthlings were a little bit like too special. Like, you know, there's moons upon moons and stars, and there's the sun. The moon.
The large.
It's like, how come our moon doesn't have a name?
Large.
It does, kid. It's the moon. You see another the moon out there?
I think we call it Luna because we've named all the other moons for the planets in the solar system. So if there's somebody living on Titan and they're studying Earth and Luna, not the moon, because for them the moon is Titan.
I thought we were Terra.
Yes, technically, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Terra.
I can't.
We're
you can't-
Terrans.
You can't trust scientists because they wanted to. There was that they had talked about that 10th planet out there. There was it turned out to be a little planetoid or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they named it Xena. So yeah, there's
Well,
a level of nerddom that I'm just not comfortable with, and it's because these guys have access to a lot of really cool shit.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's
unacceptable.
in Destiny, in the game world of Destiny, you're in the solar system, and there's a planetoid in orbit of the sun called Nessus. Probably the same concept.
What was the significance of the Nessus thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's just you said planetoid, so that's
Fair enough.
Pluto is a planet again. Yes, it's always been
Wait,
a planet
is it?
for me.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a planet again?
Yes. That happened like 2 years ago.
I missed it. Here's to Pluto. And if I knew about it, I probably toasted it then, but every story's new because I got a bad memory. All right. Anyway.
These are
yeah,
discussions saved for our basement rocket scientist, which, Chris, we love you. He's
hasn't been here in a while,
He's got a
yeah.
rough schedule, so we'll just leave it at that.
So anyway,
But yes, he'll have to address
they
that.
crash land on this planet, and they got to make sure that all of the cargo is safe.
Yeah.
So they go through it, and they find some discrepancies in the cargo. Long story short, somebody's embezzling money.
Yep.
And
Even in the space age, people are still laundering their shit.
yep. And so flash to this girl walking blindfolded through the streets of basically like New York City or whatever, trying to get to this one big ass church on the hill. And people are being dicks to her.
Yeah.
You know? She
People
looks like
being
a
dicks to her, in the city. People being dicks
dicks
to her
in the Citadel.
In
Like
the,
you
in the
see
Citadel, you're like, bitch.
your fellow nuns are being fucking see you next Tuesdays. That's not right.
Yeah.
The nuns, you know.
Yeah, and she finds one of their cousins.
Like the mother super, and the cousin
The
was,
cousin's an absolute bitch.
but the other one was nice to her on the street,
Yeah.
like, oh, go say hello to my cousin.
Yeah, because she
Like,
helped her out.
yeah.
Because she was being accosted, and she was like, get the fuck out of here, and was like...
And
yeah.
the cousin's a shit face.
Yeah. And the cousin's... I'm like, well, that's typical. Go figure.
So, and it looks like the Mother Superior brings her in to
be a historian and a scribe.
but she quickly finds some dark secret of these space nuns, and it leads me to wonder, did the Mother Superior put her there so she would find it, and she wants her help in uncovering this, dark secret, or
Was she
looking
legit
for a
not suppo-
scapegoat?
Yeah. I'm thinking the latter.
I don't trust the Mother Superior whatsoever.
yeah.
I think the
Yeah,
bitches are going to be her friends.
Because the thing... Yeah, probably. Because the thing is, she's becoming, a historian and a scribe, because apparently her species, her race, are good at that sort of thing. I don't fucking know.
So she's a
but,
maester,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
She's intergalactic Liz.
true. But again, it's it's basically the thing that you find out, the church is who's embezzling funds.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
I'm interested.
I am too. Like, this is... And not just for that, but for the artwork, which is absolutely gorgeous.
It was good. It was nice.
I really liked it.
I liked the Space Nun design better than I liked the Interstellar stuff.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty cool.
Yeah, the Interstellar stuff was kind of par for the course. Mm-hmm. You know, but... you know,
it looked almost like two different artists when they were...
Kind of.
I don't know. Maybe they changed their style, or maybe I'm just nuts.
It's possible. Kate says, that's the first lesson we both learned in Catholic school. Never trust the nuns.
I mean, I learned not to trust nuns back in Silent Night, Deadly Night, when he was clearly trying to tell Mother Superior that I'm fucked up in the head because you're bringing a Santa Claus in for Christmas and you're making me sit on his lap, and Santa Claus fucking, like, killed my parents brutally. So, yeah. And the nun was like, fuck you, get over it, and smacking him around and everything. Yeah, no, I don't trust nuns. Silent Night, Deadly Night, bro. One of the greatest slashers of the 80s. Also one of the greatest in the Christmas slasher genre.
That's a pretty short list, though, don't you think?
It's not as short as you might think.
Fuck running.
The Christmas slasher Santa is a mildly shorter list with probably only about 10 movies. However, the Christmas...
That's 10 too many.
The Christmas horror, on the other hand, that's quite extensive. Yes, yes indeed.
Krampus. That's all I have
That's a good fucking movie. Black Christmas is another good one. Santa versus Krampus, or I forget. Christmas Evil is another one. I could go on. Santa's Sleigh still retains the title of being the greatest modern day Christmas movie.
Okay, fair enough.
Fucking Chevy Chase. I'm sorry, we got to move you to the side. It's just the way it goes.
Hey. He's got like 3 other great National Lampoon's films, so he's fine. He's fine.
Another very interesting book this week was Aftershocks Dark Red.
This one, this one got me a little bit. This is cool.
I was worried that this book was going to be too political right off the bat, because the
cover was so misleading.
Yeah.
So misleading.
And I mean, you're looking at the cover right now, so it's...
Yeah. So
judge for yourself.
Yeah. And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, I'm going to hate this book.
Yeah, like, what am I getting myself into here?
Yeah.
I just don't want some to be fucking comparing politics back and forth in a comic book, and that's not actually what I saw. Right.
There were slight overtones.
There was some colorful commentary.
Yeah.
But Tim Seeley is known for doing stuff like that.
Right.
And Tim Seeley, I didn't like his work on Nightwing. Not that I didn't like his work. That's a poor thing to say. I don't really care for Nightwing as an overall character. Like, he's just okay with me. Like, when he's teamed up with Batman, I like it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to read a Nightwing book just because Tim Seeley's doing it. Right. However, Tim Seeley wrote the all the Dark Horse compendiums. There we go.
Compendium.
Of the Masters of the Universe stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like, he did all the forwards and everything, all the notes and information. I did that with his brother, and we actually interviewed Tim at a Comic-Con a couple of years ago, so you can find that on somewhere on the Pete's Basement channel. I don't remember which channel we uploaded it to, but if you search Tim Seeley, New York Comic-Con, Pete's Basement, it'll come up, and the main subject is my man He-Man over here.
Kate says she loves Hack Slash.
You know what? Ramon was big on Hack Slash. I never got into it.
Yeah, I never got to read it.
I was reading the Hack Slash crossed over with this other Image book. Fuck, I can't think of it. Nailbiter. Nailbiter, yes. That was a weird murder mystery book along the lines of like a True Detective kind of thing. But don't want to get off subject. So this one's got this young kid working in a
convenience store, like
a Walmart or some shit. And no, you're right, like a smaller thing.
Yeah, like a truck stop convenience store.
And these two guys come in, they're fucking harassing him, they are regulars.
They are regulars, but they're harassing them. They're drunk off their ass, you know, so they're just kind of getting more stuff, you know, and get more booze for the night.
He's got to go home, and his boss is like, you know, can you clean up aisle 3, Chip? And he's like, but I told you, like, I have to go home on time.
Right, yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but I also have a bunch of puke in aisle 3 thanks to these two idiots.
Yeah.
So he goes and cleans it up, and then he's racing home, and you kind of see where this is like, okay, am I reading a vampire book? Is that where this is going?
Yeah.
That's exactly where it's going.
Yep.
So he runs into his house and he gets under the floorboards and he sleeps it off and, he heals up. His girlfriend comes to see him, but she's not his girlfriend. We just thought it was his girlfriend. She has this really weird blood condition that makes her produce too much blood.
Yes. And it makes her lightheaded and irritable and uncomfortable. And
could possibly produce aneurysms and all sorts of stuff. So she lets him drink from her, and it's a win-win situation for both of them.
So he can eat.
Mm-hmm.
And in both senses of the word.
So...
yeah.
Well, because one of the things the guys were harassing him about was that he was fucking this girl.
Yeah.
But obviously not.
Because apparently she's the only good piece of ass in the town.
Well, she was drawn pretty hot.
Yeah.
So, side note, there seem to be other vampires running around, and...
They all want a piece of her, too.
They want a piece of everybody, it looks like. I don't know
what... They're specifically looking for her.
I thought they were looking for him.
No, they were tracing her and found him.
Those are the familiars that attacked him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, there were familiars and then the one vampire who commanded them.
No, but she wasn't commanding them. She was just there. It seemed... Is that what you got out of that? I thought they were there serving someone else.
The last one to go, basically, that he... that gets... basically gets, shivved by the chick vampire at the end. I think she was an actual vampire. The other two lackeys, those were her familiars.
But they weren't working for the girl at the end. I didn't get that.
No, they were working for the other chick who got killed.
Oh, see, I thought they were working...
Yeah.
I thought they all had another master.
I don't think so. I think she
Maybe I got to go back and read this again. I thought that they were all familiars, like in different stages of vampirism, working for another as yet unseen evil bastard. And that's why this other female vampire was here to recruit him to, like, hey, help us out here.
It is possible. That probably could be.
And the part that's being casually glossed over here is this dude and his meal ticket, this other girl, they get into an argument about, let's just call it societal woes, And therein is your political commentary for this issue.
For the issue, yeah.
And it turns out like this guy's got that same method of thinking for, as would be, let's say, stereotypical of his upbringing.
Yes.
Let's leave that there. And because we don't discuss politics on Pete's Basement. Why? Because we have alcohol instead.
Exactly.
Steph, can I interest you in a shot of tequila?
Maybe. I'm going to drink it slow. I'm not going to shoot.
Well, we're all drinking it slow, too.
Yeah. We're nursing the shit out of this. It's
Wave to everybody.
It is good, though.
It's one of the best tequilas I've had. Which is not saying a lot, because I don't really, I don't traverse the tequila highway too often, so I'm not exactly seeing too many exit ramps.
I mean, Oh,
Steph.
I'm a Patron type of person, but this is pretty good stuff. Well...
In all the years that they've been making toys, they can't think of a better system than the stupid peg.
The peg hands? Yeah, I know.
Like magnets or something. Peg hands.
Hashtag peg hands.
Hashtag peg hands.
But yeah, apparently because of this woman's affliction, she is considered special by the vampire community.
I thought he was the special. Okay.
Yeah, they're looking for her.
Oh.
They found him because they're like, well, now that we found you, and they know who he is, but now that we found you, we know that you're getting the good stuff, so cough it up. Where is she?
Ah.
And it's basically like, well, fuck you, and all that stuff.
All right, I got to go back and read this again. I'm going to give this 3 and see where it goes. I want to make sure that the vampire story overshadows the political nonsense. So I'm going to give it a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was the big thing where I was like, okay, here's the political commentary. And I'm like, this is a really stupid way to advance the story. But advance they did.
Let's do questions and comments.
Yeah.
Questions and comments. Questions and comments.
Questions and comments.
I like it. I approve. David Peralta said, now that X-Men is with the MCU, do you think they should introduce the first members of the X-Men? The first 6 members. Think they should start it from scratch? Literal scratch? I mean, there's probably already going to be recastings. I think they said that this week.
Well, The Shadow had already posted earlier today that they already gave James McAvoy his walking papers.
Yes.
So
which is unfortunate because
it is unfortunate.
He was like one of the only guys I liked.
Yeah. I love the dude.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great. You know, and honestly, him and Michael Fassbender. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like,
Fasten your safety belt was born to be Magneto.
Yeah.
I've had that one cooked up for 3 days.
He's gonna be the new fucking Benedict Cumberbatch.
But
But okay, so you know this. Everybody in the Basement Crew knows this. I've been looking for an OG original 6 X-Men because the original 5 and Xavier for the longest time. Do the fucking movie right. Stay true to the comic books. You don't have to do an origin story. You can do it where they're already established. And, you know, a couple of the things that the Shadow's been saying to us about, you know, introducing Weapon X as part of Project Pegasus, I think is a really cool tie-in.
I think you introduced Wolverine somewhere else.
Right.
When I was talking about that Wolverine in World War II with Captain America movie, I think that's perfect because Wolverine with the X-Men is kind of old hat now. Mm-hmm. So I would say I would give you a half a yes, David, and you, Pete, as well.
I'll go with you halfway on this. I think to introduce it in a Captain America World War II film,
just Wolverine,
just Wolverine, yeah, would be awesome.
And we find him in an X-Men movie, maybe 2 or even 3 down the line.
Well, yes, but before that, have him appear in the Incredible Hulk.
Sure,
and go toe to toe.
Absolutely.
While that's going on, you've got the OG X-Men doing their thing. Now they're already, like I said, they're already established, but there's going to be some type of introduction without an origin.
I don't think you need an origin in the X-Men.
No.
I think we can do the original 6. And
do the Magneto. And just do a Magneto battle.
Beast, getting his fur. We started Beast off normal, and then he got his fur.
Yeah.
So maybe we could actually leave him out. I don't know.
Well, either leave him out or have him already established as Blue Furry Beast.
I think so.
Yeah. Just be like, fuck it.
I don't want to sit through that storyline again. It was good in now particular X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Thank you. In First Class.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that again. Let's just have him be blue and furry.
Yeah.
We all like that part of the Beast anyway.
I think honestly, like if you were to take them as X Factor, but put it as the X-Men, because by that time Beast is blue and furry, and Angel is Archangel.
No, I don't want Archangel yet.
No?
I'll sit through another Apocalypse done right.
Yeah.
In a few years. I'd actually rather see Angel running around.
Honestly, it's such a shame because I really like Oscar Isaac.
It's fucking great.
Oscar Isaac. He's fucking phenomenal. I think he was miscast for the role, but he did the best he could.
You kid? I think Sophie Turner was great as Jean Grey, but I think, didn't work itself out right.
No, and through no fault of her own.
I think Cyclops could just be anybody. I would like to see an icy Iceman. I don't need snow-covered Iceman as he was in his first few issues.
No, go icy and have him do some of the shit that he was doing in the issue we reviewed last week with X-Men, where he basically summons ice golems.
Did we talk about that issue?
Briefly, yeah, we did.
I was drunk.
You were. You already had. So was Greg.
Yeah.
So.
Greg almost fell asleep.
he fell asleep.
But I think what we could do is, I like the idea of it being an X Factor kind of thing, but maybe a little bit younger. Let's make them late teens to kind of get everybody involved in this.
Yeah.
But I think if we couple the original X-Men story, we can do a Magneto thing.
Yeah.
We kind of do what he did with the original X-Men, where he was going after Rogue in that case.
Yeah.
But we switch it up and we have him going after the new X-Men. They're going to, bring in these other teammates. Storm, Colossus, Nightwing. Maybe we could even, I don't know if you want to do Thunderbird or Sunspot. Yeah. They're kind of boring characters. Let's be realistic. There are more interesting characters. We could get a black dude in there and maybe have Forge or somebody.
Well, I'm pretty
sure Forge was...
Yeah, well, you could do Forge. You can't do Bishop without...
Nah, Bishop, there's way too much complications in there.
But I think instead of get rid of a couple of the ancillary characters who didn't really do well, like you said, and I would say Storm, Colossus, Shadowcat.
Could bring Shadowcat in as the new Rogue. What do you got there for us, Penny?
Has Gateway been in any of the X-Men?
Who the fuck is Gateway?
Gateway's the teleporter with
No.
He looked like an Aborigine little dude. He would teleport.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, he was. He wasn't an Aussie, but he was definitely an Aboriginal type of guy, old guy.
Dunno.
Basically, he was like Dalsim with teleporting.
Uh-huh.
But can teleport them anywhere in the anywhere on Earth almost.
That's how I got around.
But yeah,
their plane was fucked up.
He got involved more with I think either X Force or X Factor, and I can't put my finger on which.
When Generation X came out, they used Gateway. I guess the first console Gateway in a long time.
What about Cable, Nightcrawler, or Havoc? See,
I would accept Havoc as
yes.
Holy shit, Cyclops has a brother.
Yes.
We gotta go get him.
Yeah, and have him be a villain first off.
Have him be recruited by Magneto.
Yeah.
We just wrote the movie
done.
for you. We're done.
Yeah.
We're good. Give us $1 million.
Yeah, because that would be fucking great. Yeah, that would be like a classic like Star Wars, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker type of situation.
Yeah, I like that.
Where they go toe to toe, they beat the shit out of each other, and then Havoc's like, you don't even know, do you?
Like in the cartoon when they didn't know and they used their powers on each other. And they're like, what's wrong here?
Yeah, it's like something's not working.
Uh-huh. So yes, I think we can, David, introduce the first 6 members of the team.
Yes.
With, we'll pick and choose here and there, but we'll do a much more consolidated
Yeah, I mean,
X-Men.
like, honestly, just do one movie with the OG5, I'm happy. You want to bring in a couple of the key characters after that fact? By all means, be my guest.
Dijon Venny's got a good comment here. It's like, I caught some of the live show before I had to go to work, and through the little that I discovered, something was revealed to me. Absolute, which is actually absolute, which is a cool way of saying Abby is in Abigail. You can imagine me in a dark room connecting the links and strings. Absolute's a woman. Yes, in fact, she is.
Yes, she is. And she's wonderful.
We haven't been talking to a bottle of vodka this whole time. It's like, I literally never knew. Maybe you guys said it before, wasn't paying attention. I kind of think we did. I feel like we did. Not to put on my HR speak, but I feel like we did.
What did we say? What are we talking
I feel
about?
like Green Arrow when Green Lantern showed him Speedy was doing drugs. I'm just like, holy shit, what else don't I know? Is Librarian Kate even a librarian? Yes, she is. Yes.
Yes, she is.
Also, I've come up with an idea. Since you guys have Book of the Week, you guys should have to do Basura of the Week as well. Because there's always one. That's true.
Very true.
Going forward, that's a pretty good idea.
We've had a couple of episodes where
everything was basura.
Or either everything was basura, or it was a very clear-cut Book of the Week, basura.
Bullshit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And lastly, Pete, your rants are creatively angry. Thank you. I'm going to steal that term. The rant with the kid getting raped with the criminal wearing his mother's pearls. I don't remember that one. That was last week?
Oh, that was...
What the fuck did I say, Steph?
That was when we were going over Batman the Man Who Laughs.
Okay.
I don't remember specifically what you said, but, I mean, he had his mother's pearls.
Yeah, I don't... Wow.
Because they go over that incident in Crime Alley.
Yes. One day I may be able to be as artistic with my rage as you are. I hope one day you're better, bro. And when you get your first rant, write it down and send it on over to me so I can steal it. Credit where it is due, of course. Great show, guys. Brother, thanks for always watching, man. It's always great to hear from you. And speak of the devil, Absolute.
Yes.
What song on either the radio or a playlist makes you want to crank the volume up? Crank the volume up to 11.
Oh, honey, we could do a whole other show on.
Yeah. Really. What's the first thing that just popped into your mind?
Jesus Christ. Anything by Metallica.
Okay.
First off.
I'll tell you what's been earworming its way through my brain this entire week was Wasted Years by Iron Maiden. For whatever reason, it's just in there, and I've been listening to it off and on all week, at least, let's say, once every other day. So I've heard it about 3 or 4 times since about Sunday.
Okay.
For whatever reason. The first song that popped into my mind when asked this question was Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, also Iron Maiden.
Good stuff.
Just about anything from Disturbed should be loud. Extra loud.
Oh, yeah. For me, one of the biggest ones is Killswitch Engage's cover of Holy Diver by Dio. That gets cranked up to the 11.
I thought it was Dio.
It's Dio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa. Talk about Green Lantern and Green Arrow. I was like, so Speedy's on drugs? What kind?
That's a pretty epic cover. Yeah, I agree. Anything by Disturbed, anything by Breaking Benjamin, anything by Alter Bridge or Shinedown. What?
No, go on. Finish what you're saying.
Honestly, one of Shinedown's most recent singles, The Human Radio.
Shinedown is fucking awesome, man.
They're great.
That dude's voice is epic.
Yes.
Their cover of Simple Man is arguably, fight me, better than the original.
I am inclined to agree.
Yeah. Disturbed does a pretty great cover of Sound of Silence, too.
Dude.
They're really fucking good.
And Kate just said the same. That when I first heard that track, I was blown away.
They're really good at covers, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shout, for fuck's sake?
Yes.
Land of Confusion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't do a bad cover.
But
and apparently, from what I've heard, neither does Hailstorm.
I'm not familiar with
They
that.
put out a couple of EPs of just cover songs, and from what I've heard, they're like fucking dope.
So we were speaking of blasting things really loud and whatnot.
Oh boy.
We were out a couple of weeks ago for my friend's grandmother's birthday.
Sounds like Pete's last Friday night.
And everybody passed around birthday hats, and somehow I got 2. I don't know how. So what I did was I put one on sideways, and I put the other on sideways, so I got,
Yeah.
And my little niece, Abby, looks at me, and she's like, "You got 2 hats!" She was very excited to see that I had 2 hats. And then I'm like, 2 hats? 2 hats. 2 hats me. 2 hats me wearing. 2 hats me wearing. 2 hats me wearing right now. Ah!
Oh my god.
So that was in my
Rammstein.
Yeah, man. They're fucking like, I don't know what they're saying, but Sehnsucht will make you want to you want to kick a baby.
Yes.
Specifically a Mexican baby, just because they say something about Mexico in the song. I don't know what.
I actually want to do a guitar cover of Sehnsucht.
I don't know what they're saying. And I don't want to look it up. I don't want the mystery to be ruined for me.
Absolute says, was Abby the niece I gave that stuff to?
No, that was Mia.
That was Mia.
Mia's 6 going on 38.
Kate says she's seen pictures of this?
Probably.
I might have missed that. Okay.
I didn't know there was evidence of the 2 hats. I'm thrilled by this.
Relic Lord says The Sickness by Disturbed. Peralta's big into the rap stuff, so he says Nas, Big L, Gangstar, Mobb Deep. Absolute
Anything
says,
Biggie should be blasted as well.
Yeah, Wu-Tang as well. Any hip-hop songs from the 90s. Absolute says Thunderstruck, abso-fucking-lutely. Or, even better, If You Want Blood. The Bon Scott era, which is on the soundtrack for Shoot 'Em Up.
Okay.
Remember? I don't know if you remember that movie with Clive Owen and Monica Bellucci.
Yeah, and who was the little guy? Who was
Paul Giamatti.
Thank you. Yes.
Who I fucking love.
He's great.
I love him. Like he's one of an increasing list of actors. I don't want a photo or an autograph. I want to sit down and have a drink with them.
Which song which AC/DC song did she say? TNT?
She said Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
Right. My favorite song from them is inarguably Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Shit.
I knew you would say that.
Love it.
I knew you would say that. But yeah, If You Want Blood is one of my favorite AC/DC songs of all time. So I'll go with you on that.
Anytime I think of AC/DC, I always think of like the 2 heavy metal guys, and then I think of Little Nicky.
If you don't blare the album Back in Black, I Can't Be Friends With You. We're good.
Yep.
Got you.
Night Train. Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite Guns N' Roses song, and it's a popular song, but it's not as popular as, some of the other nonsense like fucking
Sweet Child of Mine and
Welcome
to the Jungle.
That's my favorite of the popular shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Welcome to the Jungle and Paradise City and shit.
For me, it was Mr. Brownstone.
Mr. Brownstone's a fucking good
and I'm trying to remember. It was one of the songs off of You Could Be Mine, off of Use Your Illusion.
Tupac,
Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Ice Cube, Redman, Raekwon, Ghostface Killah, KRS-One, Biggie.
My favorite Tupac song is the one he did with Bone Thugs and Harmony, Thug Life.
Ooh.
Thug Love, rather. Sorry.
Thug Love.
Where the bass line is the 45 going off. That's fucking good shit. All right, what else we got? Kayla Gaylor said, the atmosphere of this episode is erratic as hell, but still a dope show. The basement verse is expanding and taking on a life of its own. Like a sentient being, Kayla.
It's like a Metroid.
Yes. Chances are, the longer you watch the show, these erratic scenes you're talking about will just become normal and commonplace. Because the drunker we get, the less coherent we tend to get. But, like I said before, it is Friday light. I'm out.
It's Friday Eve.
Yep. Diet Friday, if you will.
Diet Friday.
Yes. I only drink 4 days out of the week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, wait, no, that is the majority of the week. Never mind. Scratch that. I was going somewhere with that statement that wasn't going to lead me where I wanted to get. Either way, Kayla, thanks for watching. And thanks for chiming in these past few episodes. It's been great to hear from you.
Absolute is saying it's officially Penny's birthday. So happy birthday.
Woo! Thank you.
It's after midnight?
It's after midnight.
Oh, man, I wish I had like Roger's skill with the graphics. I would have just had like this turn into a pumpkin.
Oh, God. I'd be talking to Pumpkin Face.
Nexus Verbal. Jon Hamm would make a better Superman than a Batman. He looks just like Alex Ross's Superman.
If they were to do Kingdom Come,
Absolutely.
I want Jon Hamm to be Superman. Absolutely. Do it.
See, now, you know what? I'm glad you said that.
Somebody needs to do a film for that.
Just because DC's all hung up on these, one-off movies, let's say, and you don't want to do this connected universe, fine. You have myriad amazing-ass fucking stories that you could do without having to write and formulate these contrived pieces of drivel like the Joker is going to be.
Yes.
Do fucking Kingdom Come. Do a story that's still going to resonate with your fans. And you could possibly do that in 2 movies, so hey, there's fucking
honestly,
double the paycheck.
Can you imagine?
Hey!
Alright, He-Man's drunk.
I got it.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Like, honestly, and to a certain extent, you could make the case to make Ben Affleck look even older and have him reprise his role as Batman in Kingdom Come opposite Jon Hamm. I think that would be dope.
I think it could work.
It could definitely work.
Joints are stiff.
I've been jerking off too much.
He's been in the box the whole time. It's like the complete opposite of jerking off. Good, I'm glad you're coming with me on that. I just, are these things supposed to stick up his ass? What the fuck are they supposed to do?
I guess they are.
Whatever. It's not up his ass, I assure you. It's on the loincloth. I don't know how much better that is, but nonetheless. Derek
I don't know, I think you're just teasing him at this point.
I'll figure it out when I'm sober. Derek Calvin said, best comic reviews. Thank you, sir. Be careful. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Mm-hmm. King says I could go for Kingdom Come if Jeffrey Dean Morgan gets to be Batman. I'm okay with that.
No, I want Jeffrey Dean Morgan to do Flashpoint Batman. I want him to be Thomas Wayne Batman. That would be dope as fuck. I mean, I love a lot of side story Batman stuff. I like the Flash a lot. He's one of my favorite characters. Flashpoint, when you really break it down, is a phenomenal story. It shows you what happens when our heroes do something for themselves. A hero was selfish and he fucked up the whole world because he wanted to do one thing for himself. And it shows a really human side of a lot of our heroes. And even though Flashpoint itself doesn't dive completely into the Thomas Wayne Batman mythos like the 3-issue mini does, which of all of the side stories of any event any comic book company has ever done in the history of ever, that is the 3 issues you should buy. Flashpoint Batman, that details Thomas Wayne's rise to power as the Batman and what happened to Bruce and Martha which if you haven't read this yet,
which I haven't.
This is on the PB Top Picks. I don't talk about the PB Top Picks nearly enough anymore, but it is basically the books that are few and far between, the best reads you could ever get. And, you know, some of them are superhero books, some of them are books by our favorite authors, some of them are just off-the-wall titles that were like, holy shit, I expected this to be absolute shit, and it was nothing but a shining star.
Like The Sword by the Luna Brothers.
The Sword by the Luna Brothers. Big Man Plans by whom I fucking forget. A Town Called Dragon turned out to just be a good, fun book. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Yes. And Squee. Have we officially added Shirtless Bear Fighter to the top?
I believe I did, yes. Okay, Shirtless Bear Fighter.
Because that's got to be on there.
You know, these are books that you can pick up at any given point, read them, and be happy, be satisfied, and be done with the series. Joe Hill's The Cape, singularly, is my absolute favorite comic book ever. And it is a single comic book. It is a one-shot. Forget everything that came afterward. Forget the sequels, everything else. Joe Hill's The Cape. Fucking get it. It's not going to run you more than like $5 on eBay. Get it. Get it. Hey! Just
my fault.
Just lay down. Shit.
Oh my god. Scud the Disposable Assassins.
I have heard of that. Dude's got like a bullet head or something. I remember this. Yes.
He came out of a vending machine.
Oh god.
I forget where. I wanted to go somewhere with that. Oh yes, that's right. The humanizing of characters in Flashpoint. Like, Thomas Wayne only knows this existence, that, you know, the Flashpoint world. But Barry knows an entirely different world where Bruce is Batman. And he keeps saying, Bruce, it's me, it's Barry. And he's, why do you keep saying that name? And he's like, for lack of a better word, I'm paraphrasing, like, holy shit. You're Thomas Wayne. Like, he realizes this is not his friend that he's talking to, but his father. And what happens, but Bruce is the one who gets shot in the alley, and it drives Thomas Wayne insane, and he becomes Batman.
Yeah.
And then later on, you know, he's faced with the challenge of helping the Flash put back his world, knowing full well that his world, his Gotham, will now cease to exist. This Gotham that he has, you know, complete control over, of the supervillains that he's killed, the mayor, the DA, everyone that he controls, because he's the driving force in the city.
Yeah.
And he you know, Barry's trying to convince him to do this, and he's like, well, you know, it really comes down to just one thing. He's like, if I help you, my son will live. And like, it's a really just down-to-earth, solid fucking right-in-the-feels moment.
Yeah.
You know? It's such a good fucking story. And when everything, you know, comes to light, and it's Barry versus his archenemy, the Reverse Flash, and why, and fuck, I need to put the whole of Flashpoint on the PB Top Picks, I think, after this conversation.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, man, like, when Thomas Wayne is talking to Martha, and he's leveling with her, like, listen, this guy's gonna, like, we're gonna cease to exist in this universe. And she's like, fuck, why are you helping him? And he's like, because, you know, Bruce will live. And she's like, oh, you know, that's great. Do you know anything about him? You know, is he successful? Is he okay where he is and everything? And he says, he takes after his father. And she's like, he becomes a doctor? No. He takes after his father. And she's like, oh. And like, it really is such a, oh, fuck. Like, he goes insane because we get killed instead, but at least he's alive.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, God, it's such a fucking good story.
Crushing.
It really is.
Did I manage to get the graphic novel for X-Men God Loves Man Kills on there? I think I put it up as a recommendation.
I probably have it written down, and maybe I just didn't make the graphic for it. But
okay.
I have read that. That's the
William Stryker.
Stryker. I was going to say Krauser, and I'm like, no, that's Fatal Fury. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
You know what the beauty of switching alcohols is? It hits you like a freight train.
Because the beautiful thing about that is not there isn't a lot of action in that book. There is the fundamental civil rights movement type story behind that book. Mm. So, and Peralta says he put that up as a recommendation. Kate said,
that was your recommended books. I thought Ramon wrote that, David. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Let's just go back for a hot second here.
Yeah.
David wrote some recommended books here that I mistakenly thought it was Ramon. We got X-Men Messiah Complex. That was a surprisingly good crossover event. Yes. All 3 parts.
Yeah.
God Loves Man Kills. Phenomenal. Rainbow in the Dark by Comfort, Love, and Adam Withers. Okay. I just found out who Comfort and Adam are.
Okay.
I found them from an image that they had posted for International Women's Day, like, I don't know, several years ago. They're really good artists.
Okay.
They have a really interesting, fun style, so I'm going to check that out. The Uniques, also by Comfort, Love, and Adam Withers. I will definitely check that out. And Adam, one of our original basement crew, has been singing the praises of Transmetropolitan by Warren Ellis for some time. I've never read it. I've also never read Why the Last Man, which I heard is like dope as shit.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard the same. I haven't read that yet either.
But we try to keep the PB top picks to a maybe 6 issues at the most, you know? Because, I mean, you can go off on different series and different creative teams that are absolutely phenomenal. But I don't want to keep the hashtag laden down and you got to sort through it. Like, these are books that you could possibly pick up a graphic novel or spend a modicum amount of money on eBay and get a hold of it and enjoy it. I don't want you guys spending a fortune, you know, to get 60 or 80 issues of Gaiman's Sandman because it's phenomenal, or to get Garth Ennis's Preacher because it is really one of the fucking wackiest stories you'll ever read in your life.
Yeah.
But it's not on there because it's the whole fucking series.
Right,
you can't
that's how many issues now?
God, how many is Preacher? 66, I think? Something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't get into triple digits, because I did read the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean...
Garth, we love you.
Ramon has been telling me how many times to read Invincible, and I started, and it was really good, and I fell off again, and I'd like to get back to it. Lock and Key was probably the biggest series that we have in the PB Top Picks, and that is purely because I was able to get the 6 or 7 graphic novels for it. And I think even that, I ordered all of them, and I think I only spent maybe $80, so that's like $10 a graphic novel. Yeah. Hardcovers, no less. I didn't get the nifty slipcase, but fuck it, you know, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, whatever.
So, and my lord, Lock and Key still remains the only comic book series that I've read the entire way through, and as soon as I was like this, I just finished reading book 8, and I'm like, and I picked up book 1 again like that, page 1, because I wanted to see all the shit that I missed that was hinted at, because there was a lot of it, and knowing like how things were going to turn out, I was able to pick up on it, so that was dope.
Peralta says, thanks for the Lock and Key recommendation. I still have the 3 deluxe editions of the book.
I think you can get them from Comixology, so if you could probably download them for a nominal fee too, but definitely check eBay.
Kate says, I have a couple of trades of Why the Last Man if you want to borrow them.
Kate, did you read Lock and Key yet? I know you've been planning to. The series is coming. It's coming.
Bless it
Solid.
I know that sneezing.
Nah, you're fine. Sneeze away.
Yeah.
Swim away.
Lock and Key is on Comixology Unlimited.
There we go. Derek Cavan also said, I'm skipping Captain Marvel. I don't think you need to. I don't think you need to spend a fortune on it to see it in like super duper 3D. Yeah. But I mean, if you're free, honestly, you're off.
Like, I caught an IMAX matinee, and I paid $15.
That's not bad. So yeah, I think it's definitely matinee worthy.
I mean, you know, it's not groundbreaking. It's not wow, holy shit. It's a ton of fun. It's a fun ride, and it's an origin story. So you're not going to get anything huge.
It's good for an origin story.
Yeah, it's very good for an origin story.
Just go in wanting to have fun, and I think it's definitely worth a matinee, especially if you want to just go grab like a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, salt, pepper, ketchup from the bodega, and just crawl your way into like a matinee showing on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I think you'll have fun. I'm assuming you're from New York, but I'm not sure. But somewhere somewhere in wherever you're from, you got to be able to get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Even if it doesn't look like a bacon, egg, and cheese, maybe just get a donut.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a donut.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, because people do that shit.
I know
they do that fucking cheeseburger on a donut thing. I'm not with that, yo.
What about cheeseburger, but the bun is made out of mac and cheese?
Maybe,
fried.
but okay. See, here's the thing.
And breaded.
Okay, but wait a minute now.
Wait a minute.
I eat meat and cheese, obviously.
Yes.
I eat cheeseburgers, obviously.
Yes.
I eat macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Prefer actually the gooier the better, so I really like the Velveeta. Also, like, honestly, I don't need no baked macaroni and cheese with breadcrumbs and shit on the top. I'm a Kraft fucking boxed chemicals guy the whole way. Fuck yeah, give me my artificial orange flavoring. Fuck that. That aside, I cannot really eat a cheeseburger without ketchup. All right? But I can't put ketchup on macaroni and cheese.
I agree with you.
However, I would be willing to try maybe like a quarter bite of the mac and cheese bun that you're talking about with sriracha instead, because I can put hot sauce on macaroni and cheese.
Dude, a burger with sriracha? A cheeseburger with sriracha is fucking
because sriracha is not hot to me. It's just kind of spicy ketchup.
Yes.
And I like it.
And you know what the funny thing is I've done, in the past, sriracha mixed in with ketchup equal parts.
It works.
It's great.
It definitely does.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
At my job, we also add mayonnaise to that. Put on our burgers. So it's like mayonnaise, ketchup, and sriracha.
That's basically like making an Asian chipotle mayo.
It's good.
Interesting.
So yeah, I'm good with that.
I've done ketchup and mayo before, and that's basically Big Mac sauce.
Yes.
Or maybe it's no, Thousand Island is Big Mac. That's Whopper sauce is ketchup and mayo.
Kate, you cannot go wrong with homemade mac and cheese because my mother makes a killer baked mac and cheese. She does the bread.
And he's never brought us any. Fucking 11 years.
She makes it once a year, and it's for family. So
I know you 11 years. What the fuck am I now?
I know, right? Fuck,
yo.
I'm gonna have to try to bake. I'm gonna have to try to make it. That's what's gonna have to happen. Shit. What the hell was I gonna say?
I don't know.
There was something I was gonna say.
Well, when it comes back to you, let us know. Fallen Low Life, which I still love that name.
Yeah.
Lots of ha-has. I'd pay to watch Pete punt a kitten with a guile kick. I would probably snap my neck on the floor. Deservedly so for punting a tiny animal.
Yes, that's instant karma.
However, I would definitely fucking risk a guile kick to kick a human being in the face. I would.
If he deserved it.
A lot of them deserve it, though.
They do.
Like, I could...
That's why I said...
I could throw a pebble somewhere and hit somebody that deserves it for some reason. I don't care if you fucking if you park in 2 spots and you have a fucking car that could have just fit in half of that spot, you deserve to get guile kicked.
Yeah.
You do.
Now, okay, hang on.
Right.
I have an interesting situation to ask of you. There is a guy who parks in 2 spots, but it's metered, so he bought 2 permits for those 2 spots.
How busy is the street?
Don't know.
He's probably a dick.
Without a doubt, he is, because he parked in 2 spots, but he paid for both.
He's probably got like a PBA jacket in the window or something, so he don't even have to pay for this shit. He's just got like one piece of paper that he's had like forever that cost him a quarter, so he just keeps that shit in the window. And it's old, it's mad old, it's kind of starting to yellow now.
No, but that's the type of shit, though, that cops in the city will instantly jump all over that shit, and they don't give a fuck. They will still write you a ticket.
I would love to see that, because PBA jackets go a long way. Not even a card, a jacket.
I mean, listen, the PBA jacket, that throws a monkey wrench into the works.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the whole point.
They nail so many fucking people that try to...
having the
whole ticket in
Oh,
there,
yeah.
without a doubt.
Because it's scannable now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all you're doing is fucking aiming your little laser weapon into the thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheating.
I have to agree with Kate, absolute. Your friend, I think, has issues. Her Absolute's friend is refusing to see Captain Marvel because he doesn't like Brie Larson.
Why?
I mean...
She's cute. She's got a great smile. She has no tuchus, but she does have great tits.
Yes, she does. And I feel like she would be fun to hang out with.
She looks fun.
She looks fun. You know, and I mean, look, Samuel L. Jackson loves her. So, let's see. Bacon cheeseburger with sriracha.
So, you know what?
Good night, Kate. Love you.
Let's, speaking of bacon cheeseburgers, just for a second, let me backtrack.
Bacon me.
Let me sidestep a minute before we continue.
Go.
You know what? Hang on. I got 2 more comments, then I'm going to sidetrack.
Okay.
THG Universe, great video. Thanks, pal.
You have no taste.
Nope. And we're happier for it. Random Ray, I find it very weird that your editing was better than AVP for the time frame it was. Now, this was a comment on the very first episode of Pete's Basement.
Really?
Yes. Random Ray, first of all, thank you for going back and watching that.
Dude.
Second of all, that was back before YouTube actually allowed us to upload the entire episode.
Yes, they had
we were only at, I think, 10 minutes. And we had to get popular enough to warrant being allowed to upload full episodes.
Yeah.
Back then, you could only listen to the full episode if you downloaded it on iTunes or you downloaded the video episode on iTunes.
Right.
And
or,
by the way, guys,
the website.
Or obviously, only through the website.
Yes.
You could actually search it on iTunes, but this might have been, dare I say, before the days of the phone apps.
Yes.
This was like computer, when they still called them programs and not applications.
Yes.
This was flip phone days.
Yeah.
This is 11 years
ago. This
ago.
was LG chocolate days.
Yeah. Like, I remember when I got my BlackBerry and then the iPhone came out like a day later and I'm like, well, that's pointless. Anyway, so you guys can actually still download the full episodes on iTunes. We have the video episode and we also have the just plain audio episode. So if you ever just want to like listen to the episode without having to look at our mugs the entire time, you can do that. And we highly encourage you to do that. And you still
can. You know, you can still download the audio on all of the Pete's Basement episodes.
I render 4 different versions of the episode. There's the YouTube version, there's the MP3 version, the AV4 version, and the MV4 version. So, yeah. We give you basically cross-platform goodies when it comes to Pete's Basement. How do you watch Pete's Basement? I would love to hear from you guys because honestly, this would really help us out. Just from a science vantage point.
And also because Pete really has a face for radio.
Yeah, that's true. How many times, what way do you watch Pete's Basement? Is it just live? Do you watch live and YouTube? Do you watch live and then download the video, audio, however? Let us know, questions@petesbasement.com, and just title it How I Watch. I would really love to hear from you guys and see how the fuck you watch the show. And by the way, Random Ray, just a closing note on that. I can't take any credit for the editing skill that went into the original episodes of Pete's Basement. That was all Roger, our original director, and the creator of the show. That first episode was definitely Roger, and then from there it went to it was Roger, Steve, and Adam, and then it was Roger and Steve, and then it was Roger, and then it was Roger, and then it was Roger, and then it was Roger and me, and then it was Roger and me, and then it was me. And now here we are.
And now it's Pete.
And actually, another big thanks, a birthday thanks, to our very dear Penny, Dreadful, Just Dreadful, Steph Penny, for editing through and cutting down some of the larger 2-hour episodes into little enjoyable snippets for you guys so you can catch the exact subject matter that you want without having to fast forward stuff. So once again, thanks, Steph, and happy birthday. You are an integral part of the basement. And if you ever try to leave, I'll break your legs. We're trying, sweetie.
Absol wants to know why her newsletter dropped at like 1 a.m. Wednesday.
Oh, we have just... Yeah, that's my fault.
Like, Pete doesn't go to bed until about 3 in the morning.
That's accurate. Also, I had a pretty fucking tough week, so...
Yeah.
I did not get the blurb to Steph until the very last minute.
Yeah.
And then when I sent it to her, she was like, she edited it, and it's like, stupid, this sounds better. Like, okay.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
I even told her, I was like, this was probably one of the worst blurbs I'm ever going to send you. And then she fixed it up. She's like, this is better. We're going to go with this. I'm like, all right. And last but not least, Relic Lord said, what stuffing should be in ravioli? Chopped meat or cheese or both.
Or both.
That's it.
Preferably both.
I could go with both.
I can go with both.
Okay, I have had lobster ravioli.
Love it.
And it's a delicacy.
Yes.
You can't do it all the time.
Nope.
But when you do it, it's wonderful.
Do it for your birthday.
Yeah,
Make it special.
Good. Yeah.
Make it special. Make it a special occasion. Make it a birthday. Make it an anniversary.
And the problem with
whatever.
raviolis is when you order them out at a restaurant, you only get about 5 or 6.
Yes.
And I'm fat and I need to order 2 of those. And the lobster ravioli, sometimes it comes with a regular vodka sauce. If it comes with a regular vodka sauce,
it tends to, yes.
Find a different spot. You gotta find something that comes with a pink sauce. It's a very northern Italian sauce. It's got a little bit of sauce gravy mixed in with the cheesy, more vodka-y Alfredo sauce. That's the pink sauce is the ideal lobster ravioli one that you want to get.
Agreed.
And it's wonderful. And if you're ever down here in the Brooklyn area, I'll take you to a few places that you can get it. One of the joints just closed. Actually, the place that just closed made the best lobster ravioli I ever had. So I'm hoping they reopen soon.
Yeah.
Or I'm fucking calling somebody and be like, the recipe, fucker, now.
So, on the subject of that, like, I have kind of a goal. I got sidetracked a little bit because of family issues. Won't get into that here. But when I hit my weight goal, one of the things that I plan to do is
get fat again and just start again?
No, not to get fat again. However, I'm going to have a little bit of fun. I've asked my mother to make me a lasagna when that happens.
You gonna eat the whole lasagna? Probably.
You
should smoke pot and then eat the whole lasagna. Just unabashedly, just like you should do a keg stand over the lasagna.
It's actually not a bad idea.
I know.
The other thing, honestly, would be, because I haven't had lobster ravioli in probably about upwards of like 8 to 10 years.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, so I need to have that again.
See, this is the problem. Like, you've gone keto, you can't even come out to dinner with me. Like, I don't know how to feed you. I used to.
Just feed me bacon. Or like salami or cold cuts. Like Italian cold cuts.
Yeah, I can take you for a fucking Saturday lunch. I can't do anything for you for like a Friday or a Thursday night dinner.
Okay. I can very easily do a cheeseburger. I just won't eat the bun.
Doesn't fucking
Absolute says, I live in frozen hell. We have fish fries, not lobster ravioli. Fish fries are fun as fuck, though, from what I've heard.
Abs, if I could even like send you food that I was confident would get there without being frozen, without having the delivery guy frozen to the box, I would.
His tongue frozen to the box as they try to eat it.
Try to eat the shit. Oh, man.
All right.
Relic Lord also said, any news on whether the New Mutants or Dark Phoenix movies will still be released? Dark Phoenix is coming.
Dark Phoenix is definitely
For better or worse, Dark Phoenix is coming.
Yes.
New Mutants, Greg said, may or may not be released on like Disney Plus or Hulu or FX or something. We may see it there.
That might be cool.
Any more news on the Power Pack movie? I'll find out. Can you fan cast Power Pack if it hasn't already been done? You know what? I'll put this to the task of the basement crew this week, and we'll get back to you next week. We can have some fun with this.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's about does it for this week's Basement Show. Yeah. Guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, hit us up, questions@Pete'sBasement.com, Facebook.com/Pete's Basement, Instagram, Twitter, etc. @Pete's Basement. If you want yourself a nifty Pete's Basement t-shirt, head over to represent.com/store/Pete's Basement, and you can get a regular Pete's Basement shirt. You can get a Pete's Basement Summer Colors shirt, a Pete's Basement tank top. Remember, guys, summer's coming, and it's coming fast, and it can't get here fast enough because, by the gods, I am sick of the cold. We got some great charity shirts like Pete's Basement supports Project Harmony, Pete's Basement supports our veterans, and Pete's Basement supports the Hero Initiative. And guys, 100% of all of the sales of these t-shirts go toward the charity in question. Project Harmony is a really great organization that turns empty vacant lots into gardens in New York City. the Pete's Basement supports our veterans tees, goes toward buying wheelchairs and crutches and stuff like that for immobile veterans. And, of course, the Hero Initiative goes toward getting money for all of our favorite old school writers and artists in the comic industry that maybe need some help with medical benefits and anything just that, you know, the later years in life kind of throw at you. And we're really proud to be working with all of these organizations. And, of course, we have the first Rick Sellis t-shirt, which is the Pete and Ramon Amazing Fantasy 15 homage. And this is the first of many of Rick Sellis line t-shirts that we are going to produce. And we're happy to say that we split the profits with Rick 50-50 right down the middle. He is such an amazing artist. If you're not following him yet on Instagram, make sure you go and do that.
That's for Ramon.
Yes, it should be. That's good. And Rick, we love you, man. Thank you for all the support over the years. Thank you for all the awesome pictures. And by the gods, keep watching. Thanks, man. We love you. And guys, we have an awesome Patreon thing going right now. Thank you to everyone who has supported us so far. We have, like, exclusive conversations going on Patreon that don't cost a damn thing. All you gotta do is follow us on Patreon, and you can be privy to those conversations. It's like a whole other Twitter type thing. Basically, that's exactly what it is. It's Patreon, but it's Twitter. And we have different posts going to, you know, that part of social media than we do all the rest of it. So go and follow us on Patreon. That's first. And then if you get some extra bucks here and there and you want to contribute, we have some great rewards for you coming at you from the basement. Like, we put your name in the credits on the Pete's Basement website. We'll put your name in the credits on this episode. We'll highlight your name in the credits. You can get original artwork from myself, Roger, Pete, maybe even Ramon wants to chime in. You'll get a little stick figure with a penis or something. I don't know what the fuck Ramon's going to draw.
I mean, I would actually...
Not from you, from him.
Oh, from him. Okay, yeah. That's always capable.
Jeez, man, I'd give you more credit than that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I usually don't get that kind
Fine, you're welcome. There! And of course, guys, subscribe to the newsletter. Steph busts her ass every week to produce the newsletter for you guys. And she busted all of our chops getting it to where it is. And I say that incredulously with her right here in the audience. But credit where it is due. As much of a pain in the ass as she was, it came out fucking great. It really looks good. And you owe it to yourself. And phenomenal. Let's face it, you owe it to us too. To subscribe to The Haul and get this awesome as fuck newsletter. You should just get it. Like, really. Just get it. It's awesome. Go on petesbasement.com/The Haul. Put your email in. We're going to send you one little email extra and ask, are you sure? You say okay, and then you only get one email from us per week forevermore. We'll never spam you guys. We promise. Scout's honor. I was a Cub Scout for like... No, I was a Cub Scout for several years. I was a Boy Scout for 2 weeks. So, Scout's honor. Scout's honor. Fuck, I don't... Scout's honor?
I got nothing.
I think it's the two fingers for Cub Scouts.
I never touched the Boy Scouts. Or the Girl Scouts.
That's good.
Aside from the cookies.
The cookies... Yo, can I give a quick...
made from real Girl Scouts?
Can I give a quick shout out to El Sinestro? My man, his daughter was selling Girl Scout cookies, and he popped that link up, and I'm like...
Click.
Yep. Because, I don't know if you notice, but... See, as a former fat guy, you might notice, but I notice now, currently, Girl Scout cookies are regional.
Yes.
So you can't get the same Girl Scout cookies that you get here in New York that you can get in, say, Massachusetts,
or Cali.
Kentucky, California. Yeah. It's all different.
Yep.
And my man El Sinestro, his daughter had the s'mores cookies that are... Now, there are two types of s'mores cookies. See, here's the thing. There's the s'mores that are like the graham cracker with the chocolate and and it's a marshmallow on top and it's covered in chocolate. Those are good. But they're not great. There's the other s'mores cookies that these little bitches keep a secret. Okay? They are like the fucking Keebler elf cookies, like bastard cousin from Europe that they only let over every once in a while. They are the Balky Bartakamus of fucking cookies. They just come over and live with you, and that's the way it should be. You don't want them there, but you do want them there because they're really helpful.
They're like having Guinness in Ireland. Dude,
they're little sandwich cookies, and there's a layer of like white cream marshmallow, and there's a layer of fudge, and it's sandwiched together into just wonderful little 1.5-inch deliciousness. And I bought 4 boxes. And I thought for some stupid reason that this was going to last me until next Girl Scout season.
It didn't last you 2 weeks,
I'm
guaranteed.
rationing, you fuck. I'm having like 1 a day. I am.
Bro, I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day when he admits to the basement crew, it's like, motherfuckers, I ate a whole roll. I ate a whole roll!
I've eaten a whole roll of Oreos.
I've eaten a whole box of
I still
double
haven't
stuffed Oreos in one sitting.
A full pizza yet.
Me neither.
I've gotten to 6 slices before I've hated myself.
I've eaten
a whole pie, but not in one sitting.
Yes. I can plow through easily. I could plow through half a Sicilian pie from my spot, Village Pizza, which, as you've said, is
they're
crap.
a lot like L&B. No, they're good.
Yeah,
you should bring one of those over again.
I really should.
Yeah.
I really should, and I will. I will. But I've never been able to eat a whole pie by myself. No fucking way.
Closest I got was 6 slices, and then I said to myself, "You fat fuck, stop it now." And I listened to myself foolishly. One of these days, like I really, that is my goal. Like I want to eat the whole pizza and not feel bad anymore. Like I want to tell that inner me to shut up.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, we're all jealous of like Olympians like Michael Phelps who could basically bang through 2 pies in one sitting.
But he's not doing anything but swimming all day long. He doesn't have a real job.
Exactly.
He swims. If I swam all day, and I'm not taking any fucking undue credit away from him, he's amazing. He's like fucking Aquaman.
Yes.
But nonetheless, if I spent my whole life swimming, I could probably be that fast too, and that diesel, and eat 2 fucking pizzas because I needed the fucking calories to keep my engines going.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you ever watch an episode or you read a comic where the Flash talks about what he eats? Same idea.
Yep.
It's not fair.
Metabolism's moving at the speed of fucking light.
You swim, bro. You don't have a real job. You have no concept of what reality is. Reality's never has, and it never will kick you in the teeth. So, goody bully for you. And on that note, I'm going to take... Man, I should not drink tequila. I get feisty on tequila.
You do.
I do.
You got fighty. You're like...
Yeah.
Put 'em up. Put 'em up.
What have you dukes? Let's see what you got. Only one of us is going to survive this fight, and it's not going to be me. That's not right. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to have a couple of more shots off camera until probably I pass out blissfully. But we will see you guys next week. Happy birthday, Steph.
Love you, Steph.
Home.
Peace.
Peach Basement is copyrighted 2019. Rips Productions. All rights reserved. So go fuck yourself.
Somebody says, turn down the shirt. I can't hear you. Yeah.
And you've brought shame and disgrace on your family name for generations to come. You don't get to come back tomorrow. You don't even get a lousy copy of our home game. You're a complete loser. Wow.
I tried to hold that one in too.
Oh my god! It like smells like it's like Staten Island. Christ.
The rectal cavity of New York City.
Wow. I don't even want to know what you're gonna smell like when you start farting in like, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours.
Well,
if that smells like the fucking East River coming out of your mouth right now.
No, it's actually worse this way.
That must have been some good.
There's a lot
fish.
of fucking garlic in there. So.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.